Connection. Noun. A relationship in which a person, thing, or idea is linked or associated with something else. A word and idea that many of us strive for. Be it a romantic connection, a friendship, family, or peace. The connection between people seems to be the main focus of Hideo Kojima's new game, Death Stranding. But what does this connection mean exactly, and how does it tie us to the story of the game? In this video, I'm going to discuss the major points within the trailer and what they could mean for the rest of the game. Little is known what exactly Death Stranding is about, but in the new release date trailer, Norman Reedus' character, Sam, is having a conversation with who I assume is the president, and she tells Sam that he can help reconnect everyone to make America whole again. The trailer then moves on to Troy Baker's character, Higgs, who is a part of a group who call themselves Homo Demens, a militant separatist group. And according to Sam, they cause terror by killing people and leaving craters behind. Next, Sam discusses the BTs, the invisible enemies. They can't be seen, but they can be sensed. In order to keep Sam safe, he is using a bridge baby, since he is plugging to the other side. And then we see Mads' character, Cliff, emerge from the black tar. It then shows what appears to be fragments of people running around a battlefield as Sam sneaks past or fights them off. Along with the trailer, Death Stranding has now a description thanks to the PlayStation website. The description reads, "In the near future, mysterious explosions have rocked the planet, setting off a series of supernatural events known as Death Stranding. With spectral creatures plaguing the landscape and the planet on the verge of mass extinction, it is up to Sam Bridges to journey across the ravaged wasteland and save mankind from impending annihilation." So, what does this mean and who are these characters? As the description says, there was an explosion causing a supernatural entity to appear and nearly wipe out the Earth and humanity itself. The BTs and the explosions could have been caused by humanity itself. The fact that we as humans keep digging into the Earth and stripping it all of its resources. The digging caused the Earth to rupture and the supernatural thing that was probably asleep was awoken by it. Cliff, who I believe is the main antagonist, seems to have two connections to the story. One where he seems to be a scientist as well, someone who developed the bridge baby technology, and someone who is consumed by the BT. The trailer expresses that those who live in the past can't connect during Cliff's scenes, giving me the interpretation that somehow Cliff managed to use the bridge babies in a different way, rather than just to sense the BTs, but to use the BTs against his will, manipulating to the other side, the dead. It's also possible that Cliff was a soldier on the field during the first fight against the BTs. Cliff strikes me as someone who is fighting for something he lost in battle. Someone, something, or himself. There's also a possibility that Cliff may actually be dead during the scenes where the BT is on him. He couldn't connect and thus allowed the BT to consume him. Seeing Sam sneak through the battlefield, it seems like the dead can only be seen if he is connected to the bridge baby, along with red particles around them. Cliff has those same particles when he enters his scenes. Higgs and the Homo Demens, on the other hand, are very interesting. The president called them a militia group, but I believe they're more than that. Aside from wreaking havoc, their only weakness seems to be the BTs. But in a previous trailer, Higgs seems to be the only one who is able to control the BTs with his mask with the help of a bridge baby. Another thing that strikes me as odd is their name, Homo Demens. Homo, or Homo sapien, means humans or human beings. The demens in Latin means insane, but in today's terminology it means a person suffering from dementia. Now, from what I can see, Higgs nor the rest of his group appear to have any brain dysfunctionality. They seem pretty alert and able to function just fine with communication and even willingly attacking people. Maybe it's not dementia, but some sort of brain virus caused by the BT itself. If we go back to the president, she appears to be deathly ill, as in she must have come into contact with the BT like most of humanity. We even saw that when the birds were trying to get away from the BT. If it touches you, you are marked for death. Humans could probably be more susceptible to it given the right treatment, genes, or the actual effect of the BT between humans and animals. We don't know exactly how long the BT has been around, how badly they affected society, or if anyone has been working on any kind of cure for the virus. If the BT really does cause a virus among living things, then it would make sense that it would target the brain. The brain is what controls the body. It sends signals to it and lets it function properly. Just like a rope can pull a string along with anything that is attached to it. If the BT causes some sort of brain disease, then there's a possibility that some people are either immune to it in some way or can adapt to it. Higgs and Cliff are the only two so far who are crying black tar from their eyes, yet don't seem to be in any pain or letting it consume them in the way that the dead are within the BT, or how it would be if Sam would get caught in it. Usually, deadly disease shown having bloody noses or some blood coming from their eyes is a sign that a person is dying or infected. Now, what exactly are the bridge babies, and why are they significant? Since there aren't really anything to go off on, I'm purely going on interpretation and what the symbolic meaning for a child or a baby is. Aside the fact that they are used to connect to the BTs, it is mentioned that the bridge babies are a connection to the other side, the side of death. There are various meanings of a baby, pregnancy, and the womb. It's often depicted as a new beginning, life, innocence, and hope. But on the other hand, a baby can be seen as a form of weakness, vulnerability, and the unknown. So why use a baby? Well, babies in the womb are pretty much in limbo, as in they're in between life and death. The baby is alive as it is forming within the womb, but the thing is, it's not even born yet. And there is a chance that the baby may not survive before the birth happens. This adds to the symbolism as to why it is used to being connected to the living and dead, or in this case, sense the BTs. Side note, when Cliff shows up into the battlefield, we can see his incision mark on his stomach, just like Sam in the first E3 trailer. So does that mean anyone can give birth to a bridge baby, or is it just like taken from them? I am very confused as to what's happening there. So what's going on in the other side, the side of the BTs? No matter which trailer, we see the BTs as just that, black tar, but we also see them as people. We can see it in the first trailer as there appear to be dead bodies floating in the air as they are connected to the BTs. We can see it in the other trailer when Sam's out on the field trying to sneak past them and he is able to sense them. They are taking the form of people. Even as they drag him into the BT, it's just the dead. Within this trailer, it reads those bound to Hades and shows a scene of the battlefield along with Cliff at the end. Hades was a Greek god of the dead and the king of the underworld. Death is something a lot of people fear. It's isolating and terrifying. Death can consume someone literally as they die, or a living person mentally. The feeling of loss can cause someone to separate themselves from others, disconnecting. Cliff is a character that isolated themselves from others and embraced the BT. As I mentioned in the beginning, Hideo Kojima emphasizes the connection with others. Society itself builds walls, so we as a society is living in isolation. Now, I know this sounds very artsy and weird to some people, but knowing Hideo Kojima's work and how deep he went with the Metal Gear Solid franchise, he's for sure the type of person who takes real-life situations and topics to apply to his games that will make us reflect on ourselves. I think at the end of the day, Death Stranding is a reflection of humanity today. How everything has been about us versus them. Sam appears to be someone of hope, a beacon in this darkness. That's us, the player. We are the ones that can change society at the end of the day, and all it takes is a connection. Tomorrow is in our hands. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this little analysis theory kind of video. It's very difficult to make one for this game because there's a lot of symbolism going on here, and I tried to condense it. I didn't want to make this video too wordy, so I hope you guys don't mind. But if you guys have your own interpretations or theories or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. I would love to chat with you guys about it. And if you like this kind of video and you would like to support the channel, check out my Patreon. That's patreon.com/AGirlAndAGame. Or maybe you want to donate to the channel. That's cool too. You can also do a one-time donation or hit the join button to become a member of the channel. Anyway, expect more Death Stranding videos from me. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more Death Stranding content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!